biggest thing that I'm going to see here as far as the breakdown is hip rotation mechanics, right? So again, going back to that whole like concept of I want to feel my legs in my delivery, which I hear oftentimes with kids, is it's a perception of power issue, right? When kids they want to feel powerful, they try to put more weight over the drive leg, and then what they try to do is they try to elevate, they try to explode up, right? Because if you think about it, like any type of exploding movement or powerful movement is usually being elevated, right? Think about it like a jump going in the air. So when you contract and you put weight over here like Lucas does, usually the following movement is an elevation of the hips. And I know this is flat ground, so it's going to be a little bit different. And I would just kind of say, like, when you get on a mound, make sure that the posture is different. But if you want to look at the hips, right, this is something that the hips are always, like, the pelvis is always sinking, right? It should be always sinking. I have a really good example of acceleration, right? Like this video here is amazing. Okay, so this is a video in which you increase acceleration by continuously sinking, right? Not dropping all the way down and then going lateral, not just a continuous here, but more of like a slope, right? Okay, so that's something that we need to look for, and that's what I have as his biggest breakdown is his hip rotation mechanics, because right now he's coming down, contracting, and now as he goes into his drive phase, and milliseconds before anchor point, he elevates that rear hip, that posture, that rear hip. It's very subtle, and it's something that, like, with the naked eye, you're not gonna be able to see. Obviously, we have the luxury of slowing things down, but he elevates that hip. So now his power output is going up and it's elevating, and we obviously want to increase acceleration by continuously sinking with those hips. And now his power is going kind of elevated, and we want to continuously sink to accelerate our body. And now we have this kind of restricted stride here, if you will. Okay, so this is what this falls into the category of like late hip rotation. He's not increasing his hip shoulder separation because his hips are late to rotate. So in the report, you're going to see a ton of context in regards to hip rotation mechanics and why we want to continuously sink, why we want to drop, why we want to rotate early, and so on and so forth. So that's going to be the biggest thing. I have a video here, like I said, with comparison to Darvish. You can see that as he descends now from leg lift, his posture, like his pelvis, is going to be riding that slope. It's going to continuously sink with the slope into his anchor point. So now when he anchors down, he's positioned his lower body accordingly to then maximize his arm action, his lead leg block, his trail leg, all these other concepts. Whereas I mentioned earlier with Lucas and his lead leg block, he's not clearing his hips. You can see that by his front foot posture. So his knee's going to kind of bow out. Now his direction is going, east to west rather than like north to south, and efficiently sending energy up the chain. Now, again, these are all pretty complex terminologies that I wouldn't necessarily say to him face to face, but just understanding the concept of what we're trying to do and what we're not doing as a byproduct of specific movements. Now, all right, dudes, thank you for watching that video. If you're interested in booking your own analysis, be sure to click that link. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways here in the upcoming months on my YouTube channel, but you need to be subscribed in order to be entered in those giveaways. All right, so you're going to click that link right there to subscribe, to provide some more context on the specific thing that we were just talking about. I included a video right down below. All right, guys, enjoy your day. God bless. Until next time.